Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, with Assassins of Pride, we are finally understanding more and more of the people who want to learn about Angel and, why she isn't a paladin, and because she's not one, like, why it's such a actual problem in general. So, by seeing this and kind of getting an understanding that this is kind of where the story is headed at the end of the day, in the case of attacking this girl for whatever reason, the family not being so much uh, as I want to say, I was gonna say the leaders that they should be, but I guess they're predicted to have someone in their family to always be a paladin, and for that to not happen this time is clearly a sign of it's clearly a sign that there's more at work here in the family that we don't know about, or that regardless of how things are working out, they would need to just accept the fact that uh, this girl is not a paladin, but she still has potential to do very, very crazy and high-tech stuff in the case of her combat, her unlimited potential, as the instructor says about her. There's so many different things that are alluded to about this girl that makes it feel like there's so much potential coming up in the show with monsters and all that different stuff happening amongst the background. The true focus is this girl who supposedly can take out all of these monsters if she was to realize her full potential. Even the person that's teaching her, who she probably feels like she could never take out in a true, real fight, is someone that actually knows for a fact he would lose to her once she becomes what she's supposed to become. So it's these types of things that really make the show interesting in the regards of not only are we getting a story about this girl who's going to grow her power to become better, um, and to be able to take care of herself and not have to worry about all these older people are talking about, and live up to whatever dumb thing they want her to live up to, but on her own terms. So it's getting really crazy to think that some of the humans and some of the monsters all have the same idea, in the case of attacking her and making her know her place in a way. Like, okay, so here's the thing. We have the monsters who actually want her just dead. Like the guy who was hired, or the guy who got hired by her father, supposedly, right? The guy who our main character showed his vampire powers to the first time, which he's disappeared ever since that moment. And like those things that they were using to get him, not to mention the person in the very first episode that told our main character to assassinate the girl, has also disappeared throughout the rest of the stuff that we've been seeing recently. So it just gives you all of these different understandings that there's a lot of stuff in the background that could be building up, that if you forget about it, you just might be lost at the end of the day when it comes down to people showing up, things happening that we've already kind of knew about and that was teased to come later. Stuff like that is always cool for me, but in this show alone, I feel like everything is misleading. We have the event where the main, like, teacher-ish, the girl who goes, so they'd go down this platform on this circle that's like a magic circle, and it starts leading them further down into a place where they're supposed to go to this library, this big, huge, massive library. And the thing that threw me off the most about it is how they all get attacked, and this woman who's beyond her age, she's super old in the case of she should have some knowledge, some type of power, some type of intellect to be able to defend if things start going awry at before anything even starts, right? Like, if I'm a teacher, or if I'm someone that's been through all of this and I'm the high up, high, why is it when something starts popping off, I'm not the first one to take action? I'm the first one to notice it, but I don't do anything about it. That threw me off. Like, either she's really garbage and has nothing to contribute in the capability of fighting, but you got to remember as well, she was the one that was showing up to every single murder scene, or at least attack on the people in the last week's episodes where, we were like, oh, it's got to be the instructor. It's got blue mana, blue flaring mana. Um, she was there at every turn of the way, and now here she is yet again at this turn. And it makes sense she's like the one that's supposed to guide the kids and all that stuff, but it also makes sense that she may have some type of foot in this, right? Like, I didn't mean to say foot in this because I just got kicked. Okay, I just happened to use that word. All right, all right. But that's what really is kind of driving me up a wall is you got some people that are supposed to be well experienced, and for some reason they're going down on this trip with them, but they're not even capable of defending them from some tree branches that come out of the wall. Like, they even noticed something was up once the thing that gave it away too is she's like, oh no, something is happening that's not supposed to be happening, right? Like, we should have gone further down a bit. Like, really, we should have gone further down a bit. So what are you gonna do about it since that's not supposed to happen? Nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing. I don't need to do anything. Like, wait, what? What? So that was interesting in the regards of how they're playing her character, being everywhere a lot of the times, but not being able to do anything all of the time. But I digress. That's the last thing I'll say on that. But yeah, our main guy being in the position that he is, I feel like he's definitely getting less and less understanding about him. Like, he's sensing all this unlimited potential in her, trying to talk to her father, spread the word that she's going to be something great. But at the same time, he himself has, shown us that he might not believe in her, or he might want to take her out in some case or scenario, because now that we know his sister is, part vampire as well, she's someone else that would be, full on attacked and destroyed by someone like this angel girl if she reaches paladin. So it gives more credence to why he would try to destroy someone who, has that potential to destroy him. But at the same time, he's already proven the fact that he doesn't care to destroy her. It's almost like his vampire mind and his human mind are in disagreements or something. I don't know. I just want to get more of the story. I hope it's interesting. I hope it doesn't turn out to be just like some wishy-washy thing and everybody lives happily ever after because some stupid reason. I mean, they could live happily ever after, but just don't make it a reason not worth watching, Because I could already make up a happy ever after ending right now for you. She becomes a paladin somehow, protects her teacher, and then after protecting her teacher, she finally understands that she is capable of doing what she needs to do on her own. And then either it goes to season 2, or that's just how it ends, and they live happily ever after. Her and the instructor lives for as long as she can. He's a vampire, so he lives longer than her, and then boom, he's got to learn. He's got to have a kid with her and teach her, but not get with her, hopefully. So that's the happily ever after right there. I already made it up. But that's the thing with these animes. They could go any way, shape, or form at times, and other times, like Food War, it's a singular straight line, and you definitely know where it's going because they have nowhere else to go. But yeah, we'll see how this all plays out. Definitely let me know if you're enjoying Assassin's Pride, if you dropped it, for what reason if you dropped it. And if you are enjoying it, let me know what reasons you're enjoying it. Because as of right now, it's definitely a show that people aren't really happy with, or that they aren't really necessarily sharing out for other people to go and see it that I've seen so far. So let me know. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely be dropping more content soon. So make sure you have that ear and eye out for your boy, and I will talk to you in the next one. So with that, peace.